please explain to me why I started the washing machine right before my video. That was stupid. That was stupid. Good afternoon, and it is afternoon. It is 1:09. The sun's just come out. Is that going to affect this video? No, I don't think it is. Hi, I wanted to go over my current workout routine, and not necessarily my workout routine, because I did post that about 6 months ago, but a bit more detail about my workout attitude maybe, because I don't feel like my workout routine changes too much over the years, but I feel like my attitude towards working out has. So if you're brand new, please subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it, and that's pretty much all we're going to say in the intro, because I talk too much in my videos, which is kind of the point in videos, but here we are nonetheless. So I want to start by saying that your workout routine has to suit you. So whilst I'm going to talk through my workout routine, keep in mind it's what works for me, and just because it works for me doesn't mean it'll work for you. So I think, you know, what's the word choice? I think every single person has different commitments and priorities in life, and just keep in mind that as much as it's my job to be in the fitness industry, I also run a business off of that, and as a result, I think people think I go to the gym like 4 hours a day, 6 times a week, and that's not the case at all. I go to the gym about 4 or 5 times a week for about an hour at a time, and that's still quite a lot of commitment, but it's because it's a priority for me, and I can say that that would be the case no matter what my job is. My boyfriend, for example, his job is a regular job where he goes somewhere else and comes back. He works in the NHS, so he has like specific shifts, high demand job, high responsibility, all this kind of stuff, comes home and then we go to the gym. So I know that it's just part of our lifestyle overall, it's part of our routine, and it's what we like to do. However, if that is not you and you say, actually I only want to go to the gym 2 times a week or 3 times a week, then you've got to work with that. And whether you're someone that wants to go, or you know, you haven't figured out how to go, you just have to prioritise your time and say, right, what actually works for me? What is important in my morning routine or nighttime routine? Is it important for me to get up an hour earlier and go to the gym, or is it important for me to have another hour's sleep? And then at nighttime it's a case of, is it important for me to have an hour in front of the TV to chill out and relax, or is it important for me to have an hour in the gym to use as therapy or work on myself? You know, everyone has different priorities and does things for their own reasons. So with that being said, I'm going to talk you through what my ideal week of workouts is, because I will be honest, recently it's been a bit inconsistent, that's the word. So I am following a push-pull leg split, and I try and explain this on Instagram as best I can, but basically I don't do push-pull legs. I used to years ago do push-pull legs and then push-pull legs all in 1 week, so I would do 6 workouts a week and have 1 rest day. There's no need to do that. There is no need to do that. I say right now, I'm probably enjoying my training the most, and I'm also doing it with the most relaxed mindset, and I think that there's something in that. There's something in that. You need to enjoy what you're doing, and I've always enjoyed going to the gym, but I just feel like recently it's way more like, it's just a much more relaxed attitude towards it, you know. So I ideally like to go 5 times per week, but there was maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Adam and I were so tired. We didn't go to the gym for Monday to Saturday, so we had like 6 days off. But as the week went on, like, we were getting more and more tired, and I thought, oh my god, we really need to just like chill out. Like, after work we're going to have dinner, we were like going a wee half an hour walk, and then like chilling in front of the TV, watching Stranger Things, RIP to Stranger Things because it's over now, and that was kind of a routine. But we were not feeling any better by the end of the week. I was like, do we have COVID? So we were doing COVID tests, blah 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 blah. It turned out that we probably could have done with 3 days off the gym and then went back. But no, we took 6 days off, which is absolutely fine, but there was nothing in my mind like, oh my god, we're taking 6 days off the gym, like, what's happening? It was a case of, I just felt like we needed it. We got to Sunday and thought, we need to go to the gym because we feel so tired, and I will tell you, listen to your body and take the few days off that you need. But I really don't think we needed 6 days off, because when we went back to the gym, we started getting our energy back. So for me, that kind of showed me one thing. One, I know how to listen to my body and take some time off without feeling guilty or like I'm losing progress or anything like that. And two, the gym actually helps me. It helps with my energy levels, it makes me feel good, it makes me feel productive. It's something that Adam and I do together, you know, and it's like our thing. So you find stuff out maybe sometimes when you take a step back. So I did find that out. But with that being said, I do like to go to the gym minimum 4 times a week, but preferably 5. And that's just because, I think it's more so because I work from home as well. I like to get out the house, and for me to get out the house and go and do something, I like it to be the gym, and that's absolutely fine. Oh my god, the postman. The postman posted something through the door. Yeah, so I'm going to talk you through my workouts and kind of my thought process behind them and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and things like that. So currently I am back following push-pull legs, and that is actually the split for my next program that's coming out, my 8-week summer challenge. It launches tomorrow, Friday the 15th of July, and we start on Monday. It is 5 workouts per week, and then there's a beginner's version which is 3 days per week, and there's a home workout version which is 4 days a week. So if you are looking to have some guidance on how to build your workout plan, what workout split to follow, need videos for every exercise that's going, you need meal inspiration, just ready-made stuff you can take and use, then please check it out. It's the first link in my description box. But I went back to push-pull legs because I like to group things together, and like I would never just do shoulders. I would have to do like shoulders and arms, or shoulders and something. I wouldn't just do chest or something like that. You need to kind of group things together. It makes me feel like I'm having a bit more of an overall regime, if that makes sense. So I'm back to push-pull legs, but I am not doing it 6 days a week in 1 week. I am doing it over, I'd maybe say like 7 or 8 days. So for example, I posted it on Instagram story. This would be an example week. Monday push, Tuesday pull, Thursday legs, Saturday push, Sunday pull, Monday legs. So it's 6 workouts, but it's over 8 days. That gives me just like a few days off here and there, do what I like, that kind of thing. It doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes it's over 9 days, sometimes it's over 10 days, but it's not necessarily what I do in a week. I just follow push, pull, legs, that order, and I take rest days in between whenever I feel like it. So I could do push, take a rest day, do pull, take a rest day, do legs, take a rest day. It could be any order, it just depends on what I've got going on that week, what I fancy doing, stuff like that. But when it comes down to my actual workouts, I am doing like maximum 5 exercises, absolute push 6 exercises on like a push day, because a push day, for example, is chest, shoulders and triceps. A pull day is back and biceps, and then legs, the glorious lower body. I am finding I'm struggling with legs recently. It is just something that I'm like, I hate it. I'm not enjoying training legs, and I'm back to loving training back. If you go on my Instagram, a lot of my recent workouts have been back workouts. I feel like my back is looking really the way I want it to, so I'm really putting even more effort into it to keep it that way. But I do need to stop neglecting. I'm not neglecting my legs actually, I'm just not enjoying training them. But recently we've been changing up our leg day regime. So obviously Adam and I train the same with a few exceptions. So on leg day he'll maybe do like 1 or 2 exercises with me, and then he goes and does arms because he just like naturally has good legs and glutes. It drives me nuts. It's like, why does your bum look like that? Why? Like, swap. It's not fair. It's really not fair. I feel like that's the case with men though. Like men do like a set of squats and you're kind of looking and you're going, sir, I don't know why you have glutes of gods, and I'm over here doing the work to try and not be a pancake. Anybody else relate? Does anyone else's boyfriend have the glutes of their dreams? It annoys me. So yes, so when it comes to leg day, I'm very much changing it up. So Adam and I are competitive, and we started off our workout the other day with walking lunges. If you wish to die a horrible death, try walking lunges. And I don't just mean a wee kilo walking lunge, I don't mean a wee 5 kilo, 10 kilo. I had 28 kilo either side of my body, so just short of 60 kilo walking lunges. I thought I was going to be sick, I thought I was going to pass out, I thought I was going to poo my pants, quite frankly. And then another thing we've also been adding in are pause squats. So we've just been like testing the waters with some of the leg workouts just to kind of change it up so I feel like actually doing it. But I do notice when I don't put the effort into my legs as much, or I'm not feeling it as much, I think about it a lot. Like right now I'm like, I really want to train legs because I've been slacking and that's the area we want the most, so let's go. But let's break down what an ideal week of workouts looks for me. I will show you on screen the versions I post on Instagram, so you can go over there if you want and you can favourite them. If you go onto my Instagram story, I actually posted specific workouts for specific days on my Instagram story. So if you're looking for like a free week of workouts, then I've posted it over there. Go and favourite the workouts, save them so that you can go back to them and do them yourself. But if you do want an actual set plan, an 8-week challenge to really push yourself, challenge yourself, and just get on the next level of your journey, then it's the first link in my description box for my 8-week summer challenge. I love the summer challenge. I love the summer challenge. So I'm going to talk you through what my ideal week is now, and then I'm going to talk you through how I've applied that to the 8-week summer challenge to make it more, what's the word, user friendly for everyone. So let's start with push day one. Okay, so day one for my example week was Monday and I did a push workout. So for that, I am moving away from the strength on bench press. I focused so long on trying to be really strong on bench press because I just wanted to be that person that was in the gym and could bench 60 kilo, and like 18-year-old boys would be like, how's she doing that? You know, I don't know why I wanted to be that person, but I always want to be that person that kind of shocks people when they think, how did she do that? How did she do it? So I can still bench 60 kilo for 1 rep. And I'm currently the heaviest I've ever been, so my weight right now, I only weighed myself out of curiosity because I thought I actually feel a little bit heavier. I have a little bit of boobs these days, and I love it. It took me 28 years to get a slight bit of boob, but here we are. So I'm thinking that my boobs are down to body fat, not anything else. They are literally down to my body fat being a bit higher. So I'm currently the heaviest I've ever been. I'm around, like, in fact, it doesn't even matter. It's irrelevant to you what my weight is because I don't want people to try and obtain a weight to think they're going to look like somebody else. So I'm moving away from bench press being like a major focus in my workouts. I probably bench press. I still do a very good chest exercise, at least one in my push workouts. So I either bench press or I use dumbbells, and I aim to work with 50 to 60 kilo on bench press, and it varies across the different weeks, whether it's, you know, I will do like 12 reps of 50 kilo, or I will do like 6 to 8 reps with 55 kilo, or I'll do 1 rep max with 60 kilo, just to keep the strength up on that, because it did take me a very long time to get it. But I'm not looking to try and get much heavier. I'm just doing it to maintain what I've built, because my chest isn't really something I'm trying to build crazy muscle on or anything. And if I'm not doing that, I'm doing a dumbbell variation, and right now I work, again, it's between like 18 to 22 kilo dumbbells, and it just varies on what my goal is, if it's like more strength or if it's more hypertrophy. So pretty much my push workouts are now very much more shoulder focused, because that is always an area, like, you know, that I'm always focusing on, is trying to build my shoulders. It's the most stubborn part of my body. Like, everybody has a part, and mine is my shoulders. Like, it's just struggles. So I definitely have much more of a shoulder focus. Then moving on, we do, let's just say Tuesday is pull day, and that's back and biceps, and I love it. I love back day. However, something I do want to focus on is more of what my goals are in the gym, because lately they have just been non-existent. It's just been a case of go to the gym and do the workouts, train hard, but I have no specific goal. Right now I want to kind of like bring it back a wee bit, and I want to focus again more on impressive movements. So at one point I could do a one-armed pull-up. I now don't even know how much I can do of a regular pull-up. So I want to get back. I haven't done pull-ups in months. And I really want to get back to doing pull-ups. I want to start doing a bit more like kind of functional work. Not necessarily on back, but on my overall goals, I want to do a bit more functional movement, and I want to do some like deep core movement, and I want to work on my pull-ups again. But overall, just have more of a fitness lifestyle. So that's why on my rest days, I'll talk to you that in a minute, I'm actually like going a walk, which isn't fitness, but it's not doing nothing, it's being active. So pretty much pull days, I have very much been bringing it back now to, I want to focus on pull-ups, and I've noticed that the width of my back I'm happy with. I now want to work on the thickness. So instead of doing too much lat work, I'm doing more like rows, T-bar rows, cable rows, stuff like that to more build out the back, because I really like the shape of it. I just want to like make it more full and thicker, if that makes sense. So that's the goal with pull day. And also biceps. I will be honest and say that I neglected my biceps for such a long time, and they are in there now. I'm definitely making sure that it's a mind and muscle connection, and that my biceps are getting the work that they deserve, because they need to just be a wee bit more. And then leg day. Something that I have been focusing on the past 6 months is the hip thrust. The hip thrust, I have noticed quite a difference in my booty, in my butt, and it's because I've been doing hip thrusts. Now I don't do anything crazy with hip thrusts, I'm not up there doing 200 kilo. I think my max I'm kind of working with for sets of like 8 is like 140 kilo, still heavy, but it took me a long time to actually jump on the hip thrust bandwagon. I only started doing hip thrusts maybe about a year ago, and I only maybe do them every like 2 weeks or something. I don't do them every leg workout or every second leg workout of the week, but they are glorious. And the gym I go to actually has a hip thrust machine or a glute bridge machine, so you can plate load it, and it's much lighter though. You have to do like 80 kilo on this thing. Well, I do, because it's nasty. So for legs, it's much more focusing on big moves, which I've always done, but I do very little isolation work for my legs. I focus on hip thrusts, lunges and squats. They're like my 3 big moves, and I've been doing pod squats recently, and it's just to add in more depth, is to add in more strength, is to add in what would then maybe equate to like explosive work, if you were to, you know, jump and whatnot. Not with 60 kilo, I just mean without the weight. But it's just a new move for me. It's just something different. It's challenging my muscles in new ways, because I've squatted for years. I've been doing squats for like 6 years. Doing a pod squat is a whole new challenge for me, and I am actually enjoying it. The first time I did it, I hated it. It was Adam's idea, and I said to him that it's not for me, but now it's a good challenge and I'm into it. I'm just looking for new ways to challenge myself in the gym. That is maybe only like one new exercise or something, nothing crazy, but I do wish to get back to, like, I could pistol squat holding plates. I probably can still do that, but I need to I think I'm going to do a video challenging myself to do things like pistol squats that are weighted, doing pull-ups, doing one-armed pull-ups. I could really like to be able to do a one-arm press-up, stuff like that. So yes, like I said, my overall goal is very much to just have a more fitness overall persona, you know, and not just the gym. Because on our rest day last week, on Thursday, we decided to go a run. And we just set the goal, so neither of us run anymore, you know, there's been in the past, yes, but we set a goal to run 1 mile. Disgusting, like the run, disgusting. My ability was also disgusting. You cannot take one type of fitness and apply it to another. It does not work like that. So running isn't something I want to get into, it's really not, but it was just a test for me in terms of cardiovascular health. But I do definitely want to try and find another avenue, and I think it might actually be swimming again. I'm not entirely sure, but I also do want to try adult gymnastics, but then we're getting off topic here. I did try a Pilates class, and I wanted to try Pilates as a kind of rest day activity. I wanted it to be one of those kind of slower, controlled body weight experiences, really work on my core, like pelvic floor, all this kind of stuff. And I went to the wrong type of Pilates class. I went to a reformer Pilates class that was all plyometric work, okay? And I trained legs, the heavy lunges 2 days before this. I couldn't do the class. I was struggling. I was like, oh my God, we were doing all this like banded jump work and my legs were just like, we can't do it. And for me, honestly, the gym will always be my #1 fitness, and then I would have a secondary thing as a kind of like hobby or working on a skill or something like that. So for me, the reformer Pilates is not going to be in my schedule. I do think I might try go to like one of these other Pilates classes that's more like the body weight stuff, more the stretching and the control and all that. So right now I'm between, do I try adult gymnastics? Do I go back to swimming, which is something I did for 10 years and know I can do? Do I add in Pilates with my mother twice a week for core work? That's really my 3 options right now. That's the 3 as to my new skill I want to find. So Adam and I actually also bought paddle boards. We've only been once, but that as well is like what I would class as an activity on an active rest day. So talking about rest days, that's something I incorporate into my week at least twice. And normally I either have maybe one of them where it's like I just do like a 30-minute walk. Like I live near water, there's a wee trail and it's a 30-minute walk, and it's not a power walk, it's not anything crazy. Like I phone my sister, I'm like, what are you doing? Do you want to go walk? Yes, cool. And we go a stroll and we chat for half an hour. It's more for like fresh air and catching up. If I'm not doing that, maybe Adam and I will go paddle boarding, which is, like I said, we've done once. We attempted a run, didn't like that. So something that I'm actually just doing some kind of movement. But then there's other rest days where I literally don't do anything. The furthest I go is Tesco, and I'm like, cool, I walked to Tesco. Well, I drove to Tesco, walked around Tesco, and then came back in the car. So it really just depends. You have to decide, like, your rest day, how does that look for you? Your rest day might be doing absolutely nothing, or it might be you're trying to catch up with a friend. Like tonight is my rest day, today's Thursday. I'm meeting one of my best friends, and we're just going to walk. We're like, cool, go walk for like an hour. I'm not seeing you in 2 weeks, we'll chat, we'll catch up. And again, it's not a power walk, it's not a run, it's not a race, it's just steps. And that's that. And if that's what you want to do as your rest day, then you do that. Or if you're someone that has a bit more of like an active sport or hobby that you're into, then go for that. And then I will repeat push-pull legs. But like I said, it really just depends where my rest days are. It's not push-pull legs in a row with no rest days. So yeah, that is pretty much my week of workouts. It's way more relaxed. It's much more now kind of bringing it to a focus on, okay, I want to work on this, this and this. Notice how I haven't really said about looks, because they come with having these other goals. Now I don't go to the gym to be like, okay, I want to look like this, and that's like the sole goal. Obviously that's always going to be a part of it. You would be lying if you said you don't care what you look like, and you don't go to the gym for looks at all. Everybody does, okay? Everybody does, and that's okay as long as it's not the sole focus. So that is my week of workouts and how I'm going right now. For example, I'm going on holiday next week, no, in 2 weeks, for 5 days. I know for a fact I ain't going to no gym when I'm in Croatia, but will I be paddleboarding? Will I be going walks? Will I be adventuring and touring and doing all these things that require my body to move? Yes, and that is exactly what I would like to do on holiday. Don't get me wrong, if I go away for longer than a week, then I probably find a gym and do workouts here and there. But for the case of going away for 5 days, I will not be probably going to the gym. If I do, it'll be once. You know, we'll have this, oh, let's go to the gym this morning before the buffet. And that'll be the only time we do it. Now, moving on to the 8-week summer challenge, I have taken push-pull legs and legs and then added in abs and HIIT. So rather than doing like 6 push-pull legs, you will be doing 2 leg days and 2 upper body days, which is going to be a pull day and a push day, and then the 5th day is optional and it's abs and HIIT. So it's adding in that cardio element, it's adding in that core work, it's adding in like plyometrics and jumping and just an overall full body workout. You can pick and choose what you want from that. The beginner's plan only has push-pull legs. You can do push-pull legs, abs and HIIT and not do the 2nd leg day, or you can do all 5. It's completely up to you, and the home workout version is the same. It's push-pull legs, abs and HIIT. So you can take from it what you will. You can join the challenge. Like I said, we launch tomorrow. We have brand new recipes. Guys, I have nailed the takeaway recipes recently, like making them healthier. So we have taken like orange chicken. We have taken Mongolian beef. We have taken pizza. We have taken all these kind of things, and we have one, veganized them, and two, called them fakeaway recipes. So you're not going to be missing out. You're not going to be saying, right, I'm on a health and fitness journey. I'm now eating plain oats and tofu, rice and veg for the rest of my days. No, we don't do that over here. We do not do that over here. All the recipes contain the macros on the PDFs, and then we obviously have them on the site, so you can click and choose, you can swap them out, you can decide what you want for breakfast, lunch and dinner. There's near enough 100 recipes, if not more, on there, and with the workouts, every single exercise has videos for it as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I feel like I have so much stuff I want to start filming, and I'm really excited about it. A bit of a new twist coming with some new content, trialing some new things out, because you know what, it gets a bit boring doing the same stuff all the time. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for still being here on my journey that has now been 5 years long. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you in my next video.